To do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tighten up. Slam. Go.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Coming. You go turn. You got turn. 80 weapon.
Off the play fake. Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Go. Alpha. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
On 3rd and 2, Love leaves it for Pettit. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Davis. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Ready, go.
2nd and 4. A dump off for Davis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
General, Max. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, watch it, watch it. It's Leo. We got double up. Ready, go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
65, 65. 60 Charlie. Mike, check, 59, 59. Ready.
From the gun, Love. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on 3rd down, Love. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Heinz Field has always been a tough place for field goal kickers. It's just a very heavy side, plus you've got an open end of the field with wind coming off the Allegheny. And sure enough, he kind of chunks this one, and it's no good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Set, 8, read. Switch up. Watch tight end. 4 down. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't doing nothing today. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. You draw corkers.
Now a give right side. It's Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Check. Look at me. Zipper. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You go, night.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, check. 59. Mike, 5.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Off play action. Love. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Off the play fake. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Switch. Switch. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him. Check 50. Check 50.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. We got tight left, tight left. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Clifford. And he's got his man on the out route. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Carter. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Clifford, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. 30 base. Tight right. Hey, we are. Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 5.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Ready.
He'll pitch it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Johnson, the intended target. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Hey, high 7. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing on first down. Clifford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Everyone shoot.
Back to throw. Clifford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Charlie. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. Oh, look at that. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Silver.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. All you get is a headache.
On third down, Clifford. Aguilar has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
On first and 10, Clifford. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ready?
From the gun, Clifford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
On 4th down, Clifford under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Burns, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Rip left, rip left. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready, set. 93's the mark. 93's the mark. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 1st down, Love. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Mike's 59. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 59. Two, fellas, let's go. Bring it. Bring it. Yes. And go.
On the draw, this is Penny. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Looking to throw. Love, and he finds Penny. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back to throw. Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you dead. Go!
To throw on second down. Love to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Tighten down. There you go. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Delta. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check. Mike. Ready.
On 4th down. Love. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing to start the drive. Clifford. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
59. Exit. Check, 59. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. 59
Mike,
To throw on 3rd down. Love. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Set. 18 Gator. Go.
Good track. Mike 50. Danny.
Mike 50. Yeah, that's what I do.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Mike 50. You. Mike's 50. Watch the backer.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Get it.
From the gun, Clifford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 50. Man, I got you.
Hey, Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue there. Blue there.
Throwing on first down. Love. Forced out to his left. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 10 Lobo. It's a slant. Smoke. Go.
On first and 10, Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Nice 7. Let's go. Ready to go.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory.
And that's caught inside the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First down, Carolina.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Love under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. You better be afraid. You better be afraid of me. Check, 93's the mic.
Looking to throw. Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete.